Thought I was gone, did you? But I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back again. Here to rock your world with some more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Yeah, you can tell I'm on my own in my house. We are back for more Reunion and Turnabout. We are now on part 2, 1. Yes, it's now kind of split itself into chapter sections now. So if you haven't guessed there's a second part after the trial, then now you know. From chapter start. June 21st, 9:48 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor. Apparently this early in the morning. I'm not too great with words, excuse me. This time. Successor? Really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He's a man obsessed with the word perfection. Flashing back again. Manfred Von Karma. Looks like he should be in Castlevania, doesn't he? Yeah. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty murderers. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. So, let me just double check our court record to get myself up to speed, because I think I keep dying when I first did this, because there's at one point, I think I remember, where you're meant to bring out something obscure, but specific. Fired map from Magatana, which won't be used as there are no Cyclops to break it. Mimi, folding screen, key, profiles. Oh, Lotta. Why are you so Lotta? Mystic Maya! Oh wait, that's Pearly. Sorry. Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? You came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out in the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Polyphane! Manliest 8-year-old ever. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? Polyphane! Future partner of Andy from Advanced Wars. I can... It's time, isn't it? Yeah. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth will be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Objection! I still remember him as if I had just seen him only... Well, if I had just seen him only yesterday. There we go. It's Edgeworth! And the former still of my channel. Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when your rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? Why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya, I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second! What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? if something's happened between him and Edgeworth. June 21st, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, apparently... Wait, who's that? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What's with this girl? Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so this kid is the famed prosecutor Von Karma? It's not that young, Phoenix. You look about as young as she does. I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. Oh! It's Loot! From Fire Emblem 8! Yay! I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ah! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Not sure who came forward first, Whip from King of Fighters or Franziska. Either way, they're getting tips from each other. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yeah! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And now we meet Franziska Von Karma. He's crazy and likes hitting people with a whip. Likeable. He gets more likeable as the game goes on, though, right? Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defence's position? Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I will give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? The plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of himself. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... Defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Does the plea justify self-defense as to say you did kill someone? How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Father, like, daughter, I suppose? Oh, Dick, Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir! My name is Dick Gumshoe. I am a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir! If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? The look of disbelief on the judge's face is... Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. No, it isn't. If I have to go back to the previous game, Judge, we gotta do this right. Floor plans added to the court record. So how was the victim killed? Before we do, let's check those floor plans. Crime scene. It seems pretty obvious that victim there. But I don't know why. I can sort of remember. There is a lot of empty space back there. Someone could have ninja'd in. Oh, by the way, I'm guessing added to the profiles is Franziska Von Karma, who is actually 18. Indeed. Gender female. Became a prosecutor in Germany at age 13, a prodigy who has never known defeat. I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Delightful. Witness testimony. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Gumshoe, those expressions were needless, but you're Gumshoe, so I'll forgive you for them. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. Which doesn't really make sense, but okay. If you've been shot in the head, don't really need to stab anyone. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Dr. Gray's autopsy report added to the court record. Let's see. Court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Let's do this. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. Let me see. Cross-examination. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Hold it! The murder weapon. Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? I care! That's why I asked! Dang it, Franziska! The point here you are missing is whose fingerprints are on the pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, I suggest you start. Fingerprints? Then there were fingerprints? All of the victims, the defendant, Maya Bayes, were all in crimson. Crash. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. We've gathered that, Judge. Right into her hands there. I don't get it. Why haven't you added the gun to the court record? Damn it! Gumshoe. Gumshoe? Gumshoe, that's quite a name. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Hold it! Point-blank, huh? So about how far away was it? It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. How do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. In case you haven't noticed, that's her tick. In case you didn't notice. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Dang it, no, I'm thinking of playing Sonic. But before the victim was shot, sir, she was stabbed in the chest. Hold it! Stabbed. What was he stabbed with? Dang it, Phoenix. A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the Fays, so... Of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Oh, this does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Wait, you just say he was shot in the head? Hold it! How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Hold it! Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who only listens to foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is clearly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more if you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Thank you, Gumshoe! Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Knife added to the court record. Let's see. You can talk. I'm checking these. Pistol. Murder weapon was grazed. 2 shots fired. Bears Meyer and Gray's fingerprints. Knife. Murder weapon. A small fruit knife. Belongs to the face. Bears Meyer's fingerprints. Let's do this. Date and time. Sorry, I should have said that. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this point, and the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going worse. The summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honour, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true. Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? Like the opinion of this court, if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What would you do, Mr. Wright? Do you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. It's a huge decision. Better think this through all the way. I plead not guilty. She's not guilty! If we plead justified self-defense, we'd basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labelled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Cuslan. Your Honour! You've reached the conclusion, Mr. Wright. The defence will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here! Proceedings are run by— Ah! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, Detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Witness testimony. Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Wait a sec. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a black backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, so... I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Maya's costume added to the court record. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Don't say that, Phoenix. Please, please! For my sake. Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think it's the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. We're going to cross-examine the incriminating evidence after this.